Hey everybody, Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jonah,
And I'm Matt.
and we're going through the Cumber deck today. It's been up for a while, but we're powering through.
What?
Well, we're trying to get through things, but we've been wanting it to go on the website,
Yeah.
but they've done.
Yeah. So, anyway, well, let's dive in. So, yeah, Cumber is finally a leader. For those who are completely unaware of this guy, he's from the Heroes short episode anime series. Like, I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah,
Advertisement series.
pretty much like they did a series to advertise their game, and they had Cumber as like one of the big bads for it.
Anyway, so yeah, on the front side of the leader, it's Evil Saiyan. He's got two autos and then the Awaken. So his first auto is when he's placed in your lead area, you activate a prison planet from your deck, which we'll come to. When he attacks, you draw a card, so don't have to smack leader to draw, it's wherever. And you got Awaken when you're at 4 or less, or when you have 2 or more energy while you have a Fu Z battle card in play, draw a card, switch one of your energy to active mode, and add cards until you got 6 left. And I want to go that way. There we go. So now the Awaken side. So Cumber, Maddening Force, because yeah, he goes all crazy. And then he's got Auto, Activate Main. So the Auto, once per turn, when his card attacks, you draw a card. Activate Main, once per turn, choose up to 1 card you own in your opponent's battle area, and it gains 7 until the end of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah. So from what we've seen of like a promo and the cards, the idea is putting stuff on your opponent's board to give them more servant. So going in, we got Super Saiyan Son Goku Berserk Instincts. So 3 cost, 10k back. It's an SR. Didn't actually click on that first time. It's got Double Strike, permanent. While your leader is black, this card gets plus 5k power and servant. And then also that one, if a player's leader is black, when this card is used in combo, choose one of your cards and it gets 10k power for battle, and play this card from your combo area in your opponent's battle area. And active main limit 1, pay a black. If you have 3 or more energy, you can play this card. So you can have it on your side, or you can combo it, give yourself 10k, and then place it on your opponent's board, so that you've got a servant card. Or a card that you
won't have servant if it's on the opponent's side until you give it servant by another skill.
Yeah.
It just says while your leader card black. Unless, of course, you're against something that is a black leader, in which case, yeah.
It's just like, oh, great.
Alright, so you got the Z battle card of the Fu Assembling the Strong. So 1 cost, 1 Z energy. He's got Deflect and Barrier. And then he's got Overlord for limit 1. If your leader card is Evil Saiyan or Cumber card. Both black is because it says that, so it's Awaken side and Awaken side. Because if it only worked on one side, probably be a bit near.
Yeah.
And a new keyword, Z Stack 1. My brain just can't even. What it says what it is, but I still can't even rag it around my head for some reason. I don't know why, but
it'll be easier to see when it's in action, I feel.
Possibly, yeah. But Z Stack 1, Black Cumber battle cards with energy cost of 2. When putting this card into play, / on top of one of your leader from your Z deck, place up to 1 of the specified cards from your Z deck under this card. Right, I get all of that, but it's still just like, what?
Yeah, I think introducing a new keyword skill without what they usually show it off in the trailer, so that you've got an idea on what they're talking about when they reveal it. This time around, they told us the keyword, and we're waiting on the trailer.
It's not happening at this point. If it hasn't happened by now, it's not happening. So, I mean, I loved watching those trailers, and now it's just like, if they're going to stop doing them, it's so disappointing. You've got Activate Main, pay a black, play up to 1 black Cumber card, energy cost of 2 from under this card. Right, so the Cumber Z battle card that you put underneath this, you then immediately get out. So for 2 energy, you get 2 bodies.
Pretty much. And then we've got Vegeta against all odds. So 3-drop 10k. It's got blocker, counter attack them 1, negate the attackers and players cards in your opponent's battle area. Permanent, if you lose the black Cumber card, and you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand without paying its energy cost. But he costs 1 for 5k combo.
Yeah, but you give your opponent a blocker.
You give your opponent a blocker, but then you give yourself a target for skills. So...
I don't know. I think this deck is going to be a weird one that needs to be seen in action to maybe appreciate the full power of it. I don't know. To me it seems very too out there to make it really work. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's see it in action, see what happens. I think is what it's going to come down to. I mean, this has got 1 cost 5k combo as well. So again, it's like, yeah, you're giving your opponent bodies on their board, but if they want them off their board, they have to then pay to combo them off, or if they're block with them. But,
so it's like the baby Saiyans for King Vegeta.
Yeah. But that deck was, from my understanding, had an easier time to manage the cards it was giving the opponent.
Well, yeah, you just did it at the start of turn, basically.
But yeah, so Trunks, so it's 3 cost 10k, auto, when this card is played, draw a card and discard 1 card from your hand. Why not just be draw? Why does it have to be a discard as well? Because it's just like, the drawing will replace the card replacing it, playing itself, so then adding a discard on top of that.
I think
doesn't,
in case it goes on the opponent's side, it make them draw and discard. So yeah, true. Didn't actually think about that part. Outfit main, limit 1. If your leader card is Evil Saiyan or Cumber card, both black, play this card from your hand in your opponent's battle. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, play in your opponent's battle area. And then look up to 5 cards on top of your deck, add up to 1 My Future card or Saiyan card, both black, not a copy of this card, and with energy cost of 6 or less from an empty hand, shuffle your deck. Okay, so that's why it's draw discard. Yeah, because of the activate main, I should have read that first. Okay, fair enough. So you get to do a top 5 search, your opponent draws and discards. Yeah. So give your opponent filters, skipping over that. Yep. I already got Prison Planet. Oh my god, cost 7. So yeah,
it comes straight into play though.
Yeah, you're just not. So it's got Barrier and Field. It's got 2 permanents. First one being mono black Saiyan cards with a combo cost of 1, 5k power in your hand, and battle have their combo cost reduced by 1. Okay, so you don't pay for the combo.
But your opponent does. Yeah.
Actually, it should be built into them, like it should be built into the leader, like it was for King Vegeta. But okay. When you're using your Fu's Overlord skill to choose a servant card, you can also choose cards in your opponent's battle area. So you can put your cards back in your deck and draw a new one.
Yeah.
So.
And then we got Vegito. But one interesting thing about this, it's just Vegito. It's not Xeno, it's not anything, it's just Vegito.
Yeah, that's a good point. Goku and Vegeta. Oh no, Goku and Vegeta are probably just them, aren't they?
Trunks is Trunks Future, so not Trunks Xeno.
Oh yeah, just
Vegeta.
So yeah, it's meant to be. It's meant to be canon, but it's not.
So yeah, this Vegito is a 5 cost, 25k power. Again, it's got the 1 cost 5k combo. But he's very, very wordy. So you've got Barrier Blocker, Union Batora, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, essentially in his war, draw a card, Son Goku and Vegeta. Okay. Permanent, this card is played from your hand in your opponent's battle area, and when choosing cards to use a Union skill, you can use in your opponent's battle area. So you warp a card and draw a card, and then put this on your opponent's board.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, that doesn't cost any energy.
Yeah.
That's just to do it.
And you warp one of their cards and replace it with Vegito.
Yeah. So you're getting rid of 3 bodies and giving them 1 body.
Yeah.
Effectively, that's what's happening, because if they've only got 3 things out and 2 of them, of course, yours, then yeah. And then it's got auto. If your life is at 4 or more and your opponent's leader card is black Cumber card. Right, okay. So for this auto to apply, the Cumber leader needs to be awakened. Now, that should have happened by this point.
Yeah.
Like, if they're not awakened at this point, there's something wrong. Because it would mean they would lose out on this auto entirely.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure, wouldn't they? Yeah, because it's...
Well, yeah, it has to be Cumber, and the leader is Evil Saiyan to begin with.
He is definitely...
Yeah, Evil Saiyan.
Evil Saiyan, yeah. So, yeah.
But he has an early awakening skill, so that's not really an issue.
Yeah. So, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, when his card is played for the turn, if your opponent's Evil Saiyan or Cumber card, both black and range cost of 8, is attacking, and in a battle, you can't activate counter skills. So, it says you can't activate counter skills. Doesn't mean you can't block it, though.
Yeah, you can use him as a blocker, but it just stops your opponent from being able to negate the attack.
Yeah, it forces them to use this blocker. So you give your opponent a 25k blocker to stop your own attack, but you want to stop them from using a counter, which means they just have a counter for another attack. This is what I mean about this deck. Like I just can't see the full benefit out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm clearly missing something.
I think it's just a bit of a quirky deck. So yeah, we've got Super Saiyan Cumber, Battle Frenzy is the Z leader, costs 2 Z energy. Z awakened by paying black. When your life's at 4 or less, you put them on top of Cumber. When this card attacks, you draw one and choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards that gains servant until the end of your opponent's next turn. On an active battle turn, if this card is in the battle, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards with servant and use them in the combo in your combo area. So you just auto combo 2 things, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. Without using any of your own cards. That sounds really weird to say, but it is your cards that you're using, so it's just like, what? Alright, so you got Cumber Captive Fighter. So this is the Z battle card that'll be going under that Fu, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's the 2 cost, 3 cost if you count the Z energy, whatever. But anyway, it's got 15k power, auto. When his card is played or attacks, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, range cost of 4 or less, and it gains 7 to your opponent's next turn. So for the 2 energy you play out for the Fu, well, 1 energy and then 1 energy to play this out, you then get obviously a 15k attacker that then makes it so you get more servants on the board, which is good.
Yeah.
This is just Black's Z super combo. Let's just call them that, shall we?
Yeah,
because that's basically what they are.
Well, around having Z energy or Z battle card.
Yeah.
So we've got Evil Saiyan first thing for battle. So it's 1 cost 5k. If your leader is a Evil Saiyan or Cumber card, both black, when this card is played, look at 5 cards on top of your deck, out to 1 Fu or Saiyan card, both black with an energy cost of 6 or less, or 1 Fu according to plan from amongst your hand, then shuffle your deck.
Alright then. So you got Super Saiyan Cumber Berserker Barrage. So this is the 8 cost that the other card referenced, the Vegito. Then it's an SR, and it's got an auto of if your leader card is a black Saiyan card. When this card is played, you draw a card and then choose any number of your opponent's battle cards, and those cards gain serving until the end of your opponent's next turn. That is very good for the deck.
Yep.
And then you choose one. This card gains double strike and dual attack for the turn, or this card gains triple strike for the turn. So you can either have a double striker, dual attacker, or a triple striker. Obviously, that's all dependent on so many things.
Yeah.
again, the likelihood is the opponent is just going to be like, it doesn't matter which one you pick. I've got Vegito. I'm just going to block with Vegito. So the likelihood is you are never going to hit your opponent with any of those two things.
Well, you could...
Because if they pick the dual attack thing,
yeah,
then your opponent goes, okay, well, I'll just block the first one and counter the second one.
If they can.
If they can. But I suppose, actually, yeah, saying that now, thinking about it more, in most instances, the dual attack double strike is probably going to be the one you go for because of this scenario that I just said.
Yeah, the multi-attacking option's always better unless you know a triple strike's going to hit them.
Yeah, but you won't because they just block with a Vegito.
Well, like, if you know it's going to hit. So, like,
Yeah.
if they don't have to block at all, it's like, yeah, you've got no energy open, I'm just going to play this and smack you.
Yeah, and hope. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so it's got Activate Main, Limit 1, paying 2 black. If you have 4 more energy and your opponent has 2 or more battle cards in play, play this card from your hand.
Yeah.
So, that's how you cheese them out, as it were. It's pretty good, because it's not exactly difficult to pull off.
No.
So, yeah.
We've got Cumber, Furious Frenzy, so it's 6 cost, 19k with dual attack. It's got auto.
Awkward numbers.
Yeah. When it's played, choose which one of your opponent's battle cards and gain Servant till the end of your opponent's next turn. And then active main limit 1, pay 1 black. If your leader is black and your opponent has 2 more energy and a battle card in play, you play a scout from your hand.
That's very good.
Yep.
A vanilla, which I really don't like. I suppose the only good thing about this it is a black 20k vanilla that has 5k combo.
Yeah, it's not a 30k vanilla, so it's got combo power.
It won't be using a deck, obviously.
No.
Alright, so we got Fu, all according to plan. So this is what the other card reference, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the unison for the deck. It's got 15k power. It's got a permanent. While your leader card is Evil Saiyan or Cumber card, both black, and you have a Fu Z battle card in play, reduce the specified cost of this card in your hand by 1. Right, okay.
That's good.
So, this can be a 1 cost, but then if you plus 2 it only has 3 markers. So, it all depends. Although, actually, no. That would just happen straight away, wouldn't it? Because it's a permanent skill.
Yes.
Ooh.
It's a way of getting it out earlier.
It's the way of getting it out earlier, but it just has that 1 less marker. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, getting it out quicker is always best, I suppose. And then it goes to 3 markers, which then means your opponent either has to then try and focus it to get rid of it fast, or just lets you sit on it. It's, yeah. Okay, fair enough. It's got +2 activate main, limit 1. Okay, so, but that makes sense, being, it could just, I don't think the limit 1 was needed, really. I mean, I suppose, I know, because you could just play another one and then do the +2 again on a new one, couldn't you? If they didn't have the limit 1.
Yeah.
That's the only time that, yeah, okay. So you choose up to one of your Evil Saiyan or Cumber cards, both black and with energy cost of 6 or less, it gains Servant at the end of your opponent's next turn. Okay, so that's just to make it so whichever one you target gets more power, and then you can spin it back to your deck if you want to.
Yeah.
Alright, and then you got -7 activate main. Yeah, if you ever get this -7 off, I'm going to be amazed. Pay a black, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with Servant, switch it to active mode, and gain control of it. That's really good. Whether you're actually going to get the -7 is a different thing entirely.
But it just lets you take one of your cards back.
Yeah.
Yes, there's the Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Otherworldly Infiltrator. 5 cost 20k, it's overwhelm 5, critical, and when you play him, you draw a card. So, just another black staple.
Yeah, again, I can see decks just going, using Broly and this, or just 2 Broly or whatever. It's like, it's going to all just depend on what your deck likes to do. But this is going to be the new, throw in every deck. Just like Broly. Just like Man on a Mission.
Yeah.
Because it's, what, 20k great and draws you a card. It's like, it's really good. And 5.
If you don't care about your drop, it's
Yeah.
fine.
And then we got my ace in the hole. Okay. So it's 1 cost for get. I don't know why. I mean, I was just like, what? Why?
It's like, alright then, that's the name.
Why? So auto, when this card is played, add up to 1 Super Saiyan Blue Vegito Supreme Gleaming, from your deck to your hand and shove your deck. Right, okay, so a 1-drop that searches out basically as something to help you get your... I don't know. It gives you...
It searches a disruption.
Yeah, straight away. It's just like, pay 1, grab this 5 costing... Yeah, okay. Getting a straight up certain card is always insanely good.
Yeah.
And then you got activate main limit 1. If you lead a card as Evil Saiyan or Cumber card, both black, draw a card. Play this card from your hand in your opponent's battle area. Right. So you can give your opponent a card that you get to draw a card. Or you play this on your board and get the Vegito. So you've got 2 uses out of it, and then of course it's a servant target for your effects.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You could play one on your field and then play another on your opponent's in the same turn.
Yes, that's true, because there's no energy cost for that as well. So yeah, I suppose you could do that, yeah.
So we've got Fu Scheming Overlord. It's 5.20k power. He's got crit. Overlord once per turn. Auto, when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's non-black battle cards with an edge cost of 3 or less and gain control of it. So, as long as you're not up against a black deck, you just nick one of their cards. And then active main, pay 2 black. If your leader is black Cumber card and your opponent has 2 or more energy and a battle card in play, you play this card from your hand.
So 2 energy, 20k crit that
Steals a card.
Steals a card, and then because it's got Overlord, you can do the whole Overlord thing.
Yeah.
Cooler. Why?
Yeah, good question.
So, alright, so 3 cost 15. Auto, when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's Son Goku cards, ignoring Barry and send you in his war. And then activate main, limit 1, pay a black. If leader card is black, play this card from your hand. Right. Now, Son Goku cards are everywhere. I'm pretty sure the only way a deck doesn't have a Son Goku card is if the deck has its own proper theme.
Or specifies you can't run certain types of card.
Yeah. Like, okay, so Trunks Vegeta, for example, that's only Trunks Vegeta cards. The new Ape, Bardock, no Gokus. I could probably go on with this, but like, it's a weird card because
I suppose there's an option for this deck, but you want the Goku to do the Overlord skills.
Yes, but it's also the Goku's a target for your fusions, the Union Fusion.
Yeah.
Is it good to remove the bodies from your opponent's board as well? So yeah, I mean it's good for that the Cumber deck just for help board removal. Also, if there's a few decks out there that are high in the meta and they rely on a Goku boss monster card, whatever, this could be a side deck card for that for black decks.
I think this is basically like a one-off side deck thing. If you're worried, like especially if you're worried about a certain colour being in the meta, you're like, okay, this colour's going to be in the meta. There's going to be Goku's. I'm a pack of cooler.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, that's why I'm just questioning because it's just it's so
specific.
Yeah. Whatever. Looks cool though.
Yeah, that is true. It's a really nice art.
I think that's it now, isn't it? Oh no, we've still got 2 more cards then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the extra cards.
So we've got Evil Aura Overflow. So it's 2 cost counterplay. If the leader's a black Cumber card and you discard 1 card from your hand. If the battle card being played an edge cost of 4 less, play it in your battle area instead and it gains servant for the game.
So I really like this for the pure simple fact of it's like those other ones where it's like bounce back to hand, go back to deck or whatever. I think one of them went back to deck. But this is like, and mine.
He's like, no, I want it.
Mine, give. Just get the pigeons from Finding Nemo going, mine. Or no, seagulls, that was it.
Seagulls.
Not pigeons. Let's get a picture of that. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this has got to be the last card now anyway. So we got Explosion of Malice. It's 1 cost, counter attack. If you read a card as Cumber cards, negate the attack, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards and again servant in your opponent's next turn.
Till the end of your next turn.
Oh, to the end of your next turn. Okay. It's good that it's the servant thing because that's kind of what your deck needs to do, but with all the other kind of like negates that exists, and the deck can already do enough servant, I don't think it's. I don't think it's worth it.
I think there's a point because like one thing that stands out for me is like you've got the Z leader that can combo 2 things that have servant. So you could throw that on an attack, give servant to one of your opponent's cards that's like really powerful, and you know, like maybe they've got like a triple striker. You're like, okay, well I'm going to give it servant, and then the moment they swing, go to attack with anything else, you could just bring that to your side as a combo piece. So you could just pluck a card of theirs and just be like, yeah, I'm just going to use this now, so you don't get to.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, okay, it is the yellow stuff next. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright then, fair enough. So yeah, guys, that is the Cumber deck. Black reveals, yeah.
Feels more like there probably is 1 or 2 more black cards maybe, but
somewhere,
we'll
maybe. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, guys. So thanks very much for watching. Leave any thoughts in the comments below. Hit that sub button, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.